Well, I thought my son was doing a video with me today. Surprise! It's just me. I guess not. Alright, Bills, Patriots. Game's in Foxborough. It's in New England. Bills have been struggling. So, anyways. I don't know if you're always in the background, but he's making me laugh. Anyways, the Bills are favored by 3 points. Even though the Bills are struggling, it's in Foxborough. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to take the Bills. I told myself what I was doing. I don't know why you had to ask. So, anyways, oh my God, he's too funny. This one is a struggle because the Bills have been, well, struggling. I don't know why the Bills are struggling. I have a theory. Of course, I have theories or thoughts, I should say. I have thoughts on why they could be struggling. Because are the Lions that good? I mean, are we really underestimating the Lions after they won 3 in a row? Or the Bills just not playing that good? It could be a combination of both. I don't know. I think the reason why the Bills are struggling so much, I don't know what my son is saying anymore, is I think it's pressure. The pressure, I think, is kind of getting to him this year. The pressure to not just continue to go to the playoffs, but get to the Super Bowl. That's the pressure. They've been an AFC Championship. Don't they even know what I think. But that's that thing now. It's like when we talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, you're gotta get over the hump. I think it's the pressure towards the end of the season is getting to them. I think the pressure is real, and can they get over the hump? This team wants to, or there's fans want to see this team in the Super Bowl. They're capable of doing it. They can beat the Patriots during the regular season.
What's good, guys?
But playoffs are a different story. Fall down, why don't you?
The
Drop
Bills
one
are,
in.
Hi, guys.
We can pause. We can wait for you if you need a chair.
No, I'm good. No,
right.
let's continue.
But no, I think they're struggling because the pressure brought on by their fans. They want to see this team in a Super Bowl. Like I said, capable of getting there. They can beat the Chiefs during the regular season, but the pressure to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs is, I think, finally beginning to mount on them. What?
Coin flip. No, that's the reason why they lost last year is because of coin flip.
Well, no, they also gave up their number one defense.
Yep.
Let the Patriots back to the game because they actually had a good lead going to the
also right here.
fourth quarter. We can pause. You can get a chair.
No, I'm good.
But, the 49ers defense played awesome.
Last week, yep.
Number one defense in the league again.
Number two. I meant number one, my bad. I thought they were number two. I thought they were number two because the...
No, they're number one. Then after the Kansas City game, they're number two. Then they went back to number one. Speaking of Kansas, this is what scares me about the 49ers defense.
Can't be Kansas City.
No.
What?
It's the first time they lost to Kansas City in the regular season in a long time. But that's what you said to me in the room earlier before I started shooting.
Oh, what?
So it's kind of like a little of a trap game.
Oh, this game feels like the Chiefs game all over.
Because, yep, the Chiefs had the number one offense. The 49ers had the number one team. The only difference between that game and the Chiefs game is we had 11 players hurt during the Chiefs game. They all came back during the Rams game. Well, all of us. Red got hurt and entered it out for the season. So we had 10 guys come back. This defense is intact for the first time in a long time because this defense did not play against the Chiefs.
feels like everyone's
because Armstead is coming back. I think McCaffrey will play, even though he's questionable.
I think Debo will play. I think
Debo's questionable.
most of the people are gonna play.
Man, Debo's still bothered by that hamstring that bothered him at the beginning of the season, but most everybody is questionable is going to play, I believe. Like I said, we have Armstead coming back. He's going to be helpful in the run game. So this defense is not the same that played against the Chiefs.
Are we picking teams? I thought we were doing that. Not talking about the 49ers. I thought you just...
Wait, Thursday night's game. Yeah, you're right. Bills are paid. I already said that you got.
Bills.
Yeah, the Bills, if you didn't hear them.
Oh, we're talking about tonight's game, not all the games.
No, it's not all the games tomorrow.
Alright.
Or
Today.
Friday. I'm talking about all the teams today. Talking about something else today besides the 49ers defense, which, number one against everything.
No, actually not.
Yeah.
Not number one.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have some number ones, like the number one pass off and defense.
Nope, Niners have it.
No,
actually.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I swear the Cowboys have like...
Nope, Niners number one.
Nope.
Yep.
I know they're number one, but not number one in everything.
No, Niners are number one in pass defense. Niners are number one rush defense. Niners are number one in points allowed per game.
There's some things that the Cowboys are number one. Like I saw it on my Kudenberg on Twitter. On Twitter, I saw.
What do you think I saw on Twitter? I don't know on Twitter. I should say Instagram.
What do you mean?
Niners are number one defense.
Yeah, I know they're the number one defense. No.
Yes, what are the Cowboys number one in?
I forgot. I have to go look on Twitter.
Go get your Chromebook. Well, if you can figure it out, go on Twitter.
You talk whenever you're going to talk about. Don't curse.
But if I curse, they can say it's not suitable for kids, and they can leave comments in the comment section. By the way, when we pick teams, we just pick straight up. We don't do points. If you guys like to see us do points, that could make things interesting. We might have a lot different if we did that. If you guys like to see us do with a point spread, you know, leave a comment in the comment section. Because I think that would change a lot of our picks. Because we just pick straight up who we think is going to win. Now, if we did points, that would be different. Could be interesting. So like I said, if you guys want to see us do big teams with points, leave a comment in the comment section. But I'd like to see what the Cowboys are number one in, because that's false advertising. They thought the Cowboys were the number one defense. They are not. 49ers number one defensive pass yards per game. 49ers number one defensive rush yards per game. 49ers defense number one in points. 49ers defense number one in takeaways. 49ers defense number one in sacks.
It's takeaways. They're not number one takeaways. That's.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's the Cowboys. Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Timber. Yeah, see what happens when your brothers get a hold of my crap? Maybe they're tied for first. And that then.
No,
Yeah, I'm telling you. No.
And they have the most tackles, I'm pretty sure. Tackles or losses. Yeah.
Well, the 49ers have the number one linebacker.
Yep. Who's that? We don't know linebacker? Fred Warner?
Yes.
What about...
Guy's played awesome.
Tre'Davious Ward.
He's not a linebacker, is he?
Tre'Davious Ward is the best cornerback.
Speaking of Ward, Tarvarius Ward, I think he's going to be lined up against Hill all game.
Yeah, it's going to be that.
Because he had a practice against him in Kansas City. So he knows Tyreek Hill pretty good. So we're going to put our number two guy, which I think is Ufunga, on Jalen Waddle.
Not a cornerback.
He's not? Then is
That's
it the other
Jimmy
Ward?
Yeah.
So it's Ward and Ward at corner?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Ufunga's an edge rusher.
No, he's not.
A
He's a safety or a strong safety. Ufunga's not either one of those. He's either a safety or a strong safety. I thought he was a corner. Finally, you gotta have Charvarius Ward on Tyreek Hill, and I think they're gonna alternate between Ufunga and Jimmy Ward on Jalen Waddle.
I don't know.
Waddle.
'Cause I never see Ufunga play cornerback.
But we have Mostert. I don't know if Mostert's playing. I think he's out.
Who, Mostert?
Yeah.
Raheem?
Yes.
Oh, he's playing.
Is he?
Yes. It told you on the phone that he was playing. How did you forget that quick?
I'm old.
Why would he be treating all this shit if he wasn't gonna
You told me not to cuss.
Why would he be saying all this crap? My bad. If
See, not suitable for kids.
crap is suitable.
He said that before he's even cleared to play, though. I mean, it's going to be tough sledding. You don't think the Niners are going to be more because Jeff Wilson Jr.
We know Jeff Wilson Jr.
Has stayed silent. He hasn't said anything. It's Raheem Mostert saying all this stuff. So I think the 49ers defense is going to make life more difficult on Raheem Mostert than they are Jeff Wilson Jr. Well, there's still going to be life difficult on Jeff Wilson Jr. too.
Oh wow, I'm basically out of the show now. So.
No, that's just the buttons that you see. You're still in there. The buttons don't show up when you load the video.
Oh god, this is pretty weird.
I told you, could have paused the video.
I'm just gonna leave.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to talk about OBJ. Well, he's leaving anyways.
OBJ
So it's mostly me.
is going to Buffalo.
He's going to Dallas. Jerry Jones is going to buy him.
Actually, he's going to New York.
For a visit?
Huh?
For a visit?
No, he's going to New York.
He's not going back to New York.
He's going to go back to the Giants. The two teams that he's projected to go to, the top two, are New York and then the Cowboys.
And Jerry Jones will buy him. So anyways, OBJ. I'm glad the Niners are out of the running because the Niners can't afford it or sign him long term, which is what he wants, and these other teams can. But do we need OBJ? The only reason why I'm going to say yes is because of Devo's hamstring injury. It's still bothering him. I don't know what's going on there. It's kind of, So the only reason why I would say yes is because Devo's hamstring. That kind of worries me a little. Can't do anything about it though. But overall, if we're just signing him long term, no, I don't want him long term. I mean, yeah, rental is nice, but if we sign OBJ, because a lot of people say, yeah, right, that won't happen. Why do you want him though? Who's he going to replace? First of all, Devo's wide receiver number 1. Do you see OBJ lining up in the backfield taking handoffs? No. Do you see him maybe on end arounds and reverses? Yeah. But do you see him doing a lot of the stuff that Devo does? No. And he's going to want wide receiver number 1 money also. Number 2, he's going to have to take the place of somebody because he's going to want to play every snap. So if he's not taking the place of Devo because he won't do the stuff Devo does, do you sit Ayuk then? Ayuk's having a career year this year, receptions, yards. I'm not sure about touchdowns. So he's not replacing Ayuk. Then who is it? Juan Jennings or Danny Gray? I don't know who's our number 3. I think it's Jennings. But how many times do we run over 3 wide receivers set? We'd have to change our whole offense just for one guy. So I don't see that happening either. So that's why OBJ is not coming to the 49ers. We don't need him. He's not going to do the stuff that kills us as a wide receiver number 1. He's not going to take Ayuk's place because we're not going to sit Ayuk. He's having a career year in yards and catches and I believe touchdowns. So really, if we signed OBJ, let me know in the comment section below. Who would he replace? Who would he replace? The only person I see is Jennings, but I already told you we don't run a lot out of the 3 receiver set.
Jennings had a great game last week too.
Jennings had, I think, caught like 3 passes in a row, and I forgot the Honey Badger played for the Saints till the Honey Badger tipped the ball, and Jennings still caught it. Oh, I wish we had the Honey Badger. Evidently, he still has it, and he can still go up and contest for some passes like he did against James that touchdown. Our offense looked great. No. Is that on Jimmy G? No. The Saints pretty much stopped the run. The pass plays were not to Garoppolo's strengths at all. Really, Shanahan? You've had this guy for 5 years now, and you still don't know how to use him. I mean, you do know how to use him against Arizona. Why not run the same plays we were running in there? No. We're going to run plays, the way I want to run them. It's not going to work that way. You ran the same plays against Arizona. That's his strengths. Kyle Shanahan went away from his strengths. Man, if we lose in the playoffs, I'd have to see how we would lose. By the way, OBJ, have fun in Dallas because they're not even 1 and done. They're in and done. That's what they should be called. They get in, then they're done. I don't think he's going to help that team with that issue. The reason why I don't think the Cowboys are going to go anywhere again this year is I. There's no I in team, but that's a group of eyes on that team. How well they did, how well they played, not how well the team played, how well they did as an individual. I'm sorry, football is a team sport. I know that's a cliche, but it really is. Um, but it is, seriously. I mean, there's too many eyes on that team. That's why they're in and done. Look at the playoff game last year. They lost with the 49ers. They blamed everybody but themselves. When they blamed the ref. The ref, that's his job. I mean, for 17 regular season games, and you guys don't know the rules by now, you know he has to set the ball before it can be snapped. But they blame the refs. I blame Dak Prescott. He should have went down like 5 to 10 yards sooner than he did. Get the first down, go down. You save yourself some time. It was a stupid play. I don't know if that was on his own or if that was the design play call. I don't remember because, that was almost a year ago. Maybe somebody with a better memory can help me there. So you can leave comments in the comment section below on that. But they're in and done. That's an in and done team because there's too many eyes on that team. Yes, they're playing great, but they also have the 31st easiest schedule when they started the season. Yeah, we didn't see the Commanders playing this well. The Eagles made the playoffs last year, so it's no surprise that they took a major step forward with Jalen Hurts. Like I said, Eagles last year made the playoffs. I think they were projected to make the playoffs again. But here's the thing: I think I projected the Eagles to win the division. Oh, and I'd have to ask my son because I told him. The same team in the NFC East never went to the division back-to-back years. I said the Eagles made the playoffs last year, so I said I think the Eagles might win the East this year. No, Dad, it's going to be Dallas. They got a good team. But like I was trying to tell him, no team in the NFC East has won back-to-back division championships in a long time. A long time. I mean, it looks like we're going to have a repeat of that. Looks like the Eagles are going to win the division again. I mean, Giants, I think, lost the Eagles. Or no, the Giants lost the Cowboys. By 7-8 points. Giants, I think, have to play the Eagles 2 more times. I think they're going to lose. The Cowboys have to play the Eagles again. This time, not Cooper Rush. It's going to be Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is better than Cooper Rush. That's why Cooper Rush is a backup. So, interesting news. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I just found this out. Josh White, is that the quarterback's name for the Jets? No, Mike White. Mike White? Whatever, Josh White, Mike White. White is going to be the quarterback again for the Jets, which is interesting. I forget who the Jets play this week. But this was supposed to be Zach Wilson's team, right? Zach Wilson was just supposed to be at this game. Then I learned that Mike White, unless my information is wrong, unless my sources are wrong, but I heard Mike White's going to be the starter again. And this is interesting because, like I said, Zach Wilson was supposed to come back. But this is intriguing because what if Mike White, Josh White, whatever, has another good game? I don't think there's got to be a quarterback controversy in New York. Robert Saleh, man, I'm glad I'm not you, and I'm glad a lot of other coaches probably are glad they are coaching the Jets because that's creating a quarterback controversy. I mean, Mike White said he learned a lot last year when he started those 3 games, which he won, which he played good, played bad, and played terrible. He said those 3 games helped him learn a lot of how to play the game by taking what you could get. Which I don't think Zach Wilson has figured out yet. He tries to make the spectacular plays like he did in his pro day. I got to do something spectacular so I get drafted real high. It worked. I mean, I don't think I would have picked him at number 2. But it worked. Hey, they also got rid of Sam Darnold. You got a chance to be in this video, bucko. You left. I told you I could have paused it for you, but you didn't want me to. But same thing with Sam Darnold, right? They got rid of him. They didn't have no problem getting rid of their quarterbacks. I mean, they got rid of Zach Wilson after Zach Wilson. They got rid of Sam Darnold after 2 years. Can they get rid of Zach Wilson after 2 years? Absolutely. Some team might want him. I don't know who that team is. I mean, in my opinion, the Giants and Jets are in the running for Garoppolo. The Garoppolo sweepstakes. Um, he's not staying with the Niners. They can't franchise tag him because that's in his contract, so that'd be a breach of contract. He's not going to be a backup, so he's not coming back as a backup. He's gone. It's just a question of where to. Robert Saleh knows, and that's why I say New York. The other New York team needs a quarterback because, let's face it, Daniel Jones is not that good, and they haven't signed him. With them not reaching out and signing Daniel Jones to a contract extension of any kind, which tells me he's on his way out. And the Giants have what? They have plateaued. They've evened out. They were going high and they've evened out. I think Daniel Jones is done after this year. The Giants, no matter what, whether the Giants make the playoffs or not. I was going to put Washington as a place for Garoppolo to go, but they have Tyler Heineke. I think he's going to be a starter there now for sure. Indianapolis has a good offense, good running game, good defense. They need a quarterback. I mean, Philip Rivers is 1 year there. Almost took them to the playoffs, but choked at the end. They only had to win one of their last 2 games. They couldn't do that. That was the year before. Even last year, Carson Wentz. That's right. It was Carson Wentz that played there the year before. They same situation, or no, because I think they made the playoffs with Philip Rivers. No, it was last year with Carson Wentz where they had to win one of the last 2 games, just one, and they lost both. So that team, with the right quarterback, is it Garoppolo? Maybe can make the playoffs. Because Matt Ryan's too old. But if Frank Reich was still there, I'd say yes. Because now it's Jeff Saturday. He won his first game, lost his well, a lot of these last 2. I think guys may like him, but you need a leader. I need a strong leader. Is he a strong leader? I don't know. He doesn't have any coaching experience. He's leading a lot of the guys. He kept a lot of the guys there that were there when Reich was there. Why? Because he doesn't know how to pick other coaches. So Indianapolis needs a new coach and a new quarterback. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo? I guess who gets a coach. Who else needs a quarterback? Lions? I don't like their head coach. The Rams? No, they got Stafford. The Cardinals? Maybe. I don't know. Cliff Kingsbury might be on his way out. Kyler Murray, they should have waited to sign him to a long-term deal. It was stupid. Because now look at him. He has this long-term deal. Now he's not playing well. Getting arguments with his head coach on the sidelines. I would have said the Seahawks. But Geno Smith's looking good. But then again, the quality of opponents the Seahawks have played haven't been that great. The Saints? They won't play Taysom Hill. Andy Dalton is good for the Saints, but he's not that good. Could Jimmy Garoppolo be an upgrade from Andy Dalton? Sure. Would I give the starting quarterback job back to Jameis Winston? No. The Panthers or Falcons? Panthers are looking for a new head coach, so I doubt it. Falcons, The Broncos? Broncos need a new head coach. The Raiders need a new head coach. I don't think either of those teams. We know he isn't going to San Diego. I'm sorry, the Los Angeles Chargers. I think everybody in the East is set except for the Jets at quarterback. I'm telling you, the Jets are Giants. Jaguars have their guy. He could go to the Texans, but he's going to get killed if he goes there. So, Texans, Colts. We know he's not going to the Ravens. We know he's not going to the Bengals. The Browns are set under Deshaun Watson. The Steelers. There we go. He could end up going to Pittsburgh, but they have Kenny Pickett, so that's not going to happen. So like I said, like New York, Indianapolis, and Houston are best 4 places for Jimmy to go. Speaking of the Chargers, though, I heard Sean Peyton. I wasn't going to talk about this until I heard it after I got done recording the last video. Sean Peyton wants to come back to coach. How awesome would it be to see Sean Payton go to Los Angeles and coach Justin Herbert? My son says that's a Super Bowl contending team right there, if that happens. He told me yesterday. He could have told you that today, but he left. I said I would wait for you. I said I'd pause the video. No, don't do that. No. It's his fault. I said I paused. You guys are witnesses. If I do a video tomorrow. But Sean Payton, if I do a video tomorrow, Sean Payton wants to come back to go. I think he should go to San Diego. LA. I think he should go to the Chargers, coach. But there's a problem why he can't do that. He's still under contract by the Saints. Ooh, my son brought up a good point. Sean Payton, wait till your contract runs out with New Orleans. San Francisco might want you. I am not sold on Shanahan. I haven't been sold on Shanahan. Davian in my No Holds Bar group has talked and said when the 49ers made the playoffs, like an if at this point. I still say if. It's still, 5 games to go. I think it's still if. 3 are at home, 2 on the road, and we're at home this weekend. It's supposed to be raining in the forecast too on Sunday. Dolphins are in Miami. It does rain. 49ers are here. It does rain. But, man, Sean Payton, I'd love for him to come to San Francisco. I think Shanahan's contract is up. When Sean Payton's contract is up with the Saints, Sean Payton, please wait. Come to San Francisco. I think we could do great things with Sean Payton, better than we have with Kyle. I mean, no one calls Sean Payton this offensive genius. He went to the Super Bowl with Drew Brees, won it. Kenny had to get to a Super Bowl with Trey Lance. I don't know if Trey Lance is going to be the quarterback when that happens, though. Speaking of ifs, because you guys love ifs, and this is more, I don't know if you watch some of my videos, but this is more towards Paul Pinzone. Because ifs were shits, we'd be rich. I don't know why people have a problem with Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, what this offense could have been if, Trey Lance didn't get hurt. Guess what? He got hurt. But who's the backup if Jimmy Garoppolo isn't there? It's Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy beat out a Nate Sudfeld who has more experience. You're the last pick in the draft and you get beat out by, wow. Nate Sudfeld has to suck. I mean, to get beat out by the last pick in the draft. I mean, there must be something to Brock Purdy. The coaches signed him on a 4-year deal even. Brock Purdy's on a 4-year deal. They must have saw something they really liked in preseason, because after that first preseason game, Brock Purdy went from the third-string quarterback to the backup quarterback. Even when roster cuts were happening, he was still the number 2 quarterback. Sudfeld was gone. I think if Jimmy would have left, Brock Purdy definitely would have been the number 2. And that's the if, though. You guys should be happy Jimmy Garoppolo is there. Some of you complain, what this offense could have been if Trey Lance didn't get hurt. Well, guess why he got hurt? So what this offense could have been if the 49ers would have let Jimmy Garoppolo go. What's the offense look like then? If they let Jimmy Garoppolo go, they didn't restructure his deal to be the highest paid backup, which is paying off right now. He hasn't turned the ball over in 4 games. He's doing what he's asked of him. Kyle Shanahan's asking more. I don't know why. But what do you want the guy? He's having the best year he's ever had. I think his touchdown to interception ratio is like 1.5%, which is top 5 among QB. Really? Jimmy G leads a passing category. He's in top 5 in it. Jimmy G top 5 and something that has to involve passing? Who would have thunk it? See, I can do my homework. But yeah, he's top 5 when it comes to touchdown to interception ratio. Unbelievable. You would have thought that. His interceptions are down this year. He's having the best year since 2019. You guys want to compare him to Trent Dilfer? Okay, we can now. I mean, here's the thing about Trent Dilfer, though. I think, what? Jimmy Stone's 16, 17 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. Dilfer, in his 4 games, or 11 games, 4 games, his 11 games that he started for Baltimore, 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's 5-1 as in the postseason. Jimmy is 4-2. But he had the 2 wins as a Buccaneer, and the 1 playoff loss was an NFC Championship game. Then the defense helped him win a Super Bowl. The only points the Giants scored in that Super Bowl was a kick return for a touchdown. They held Kerry Collins and company in check. I mean, you want to say, well, defense doesn't win Super Bowl 20, Bears defense, Super Bowl 35, Ravens defense. I think even the Patriots had a top 10 defense in a couple of Super Bowls. Hey, Super Bowl 19, since we're talking about Niners, here's the thing about Super Bowl 19. The Dolphins went 14-2, the 49ers went 15-1. The Dolphins, I think, were favored by 10 because Dan Marino set a record for touchdown passes, passing yards in the season. You can't stop Duper and Clayton. The 49ers weren't supposed to win that game. I looked it up. They were actually, I believe, 10-point underdogs. Which boggles my mind because everybody forgets. Miami may have had the number 1 offense, but you know who had the number 2 offense that year? The number 2 offense belonged to the 49ers. Guess who had the number 1 defense? The 49ers. Super Bowl 24, I don't know if you can see that there. The Niners had the number 1 offense and defense. Defense wins championships. And before I go, though, so I'm not trying to say that Jimmy Garoppolo helped the Patriots win Super Bowl 39. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't on the field. He didn't contribute. How the hell he helped the Patriots win Super Bowl 39? But you know what? If this game isn't interesting, next week's game definitely is. When the Buccaneers come to the town, we have the master versus the student. Tom Brady versus Jimmy Garoppolo. That should be an interesting game too. But I'm done with this video. Defense. This defense, like I said, looked a lot different than the Chiefs' defense. Hopefully they can continue the number 1 ways. I don't think they'll get 5 games in the 5 straight games in the second half shutout. By the way, if you're wondering if anybody's done the second half shutout thing before, last year the Patriots went 4 games with a second half shutout. So it has done before last year, Patriots. I don't think any team has done 5 since the 1920 Decators or whatever they're called.
Yes.
So, and the Niners make it 5 weeks ago.
I'm not eating your cheeses.
Can the 49ers make it 5 games in a row without allowing second half points? I don't know. Hopefully they can. I'm sorry I'm yelling over everybody. At least I'm not monotone. Guys, I'll see you next week. Like, subscribe. My son's not here to tell you about the cards. I've already told you. Comment in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to reading them. Until either tomorrow or Friday, guys. Have a good day.